Accessing the Global Convergence Index. System online.
Hey, what you doing?
Hey there, I'm just here ready to help you with anything you need. We could chat, brainstorm ideas, or I can help you find information. What's on your mind?
Well, I'm just doing another practice recording, just getting used to doing this. I've got my Meld Studio set up. I want to do something. I want to do a presentation where I go through every screen on my GCI project and give just a quick overview of it. And I don't want to read a script, I want to use bullet points, but I need to put that all together. So, as we do this, should I take screenshots or should I just do this thing live and just move from tab to tab? Right now, I've got it set up so I have one. I have
That
one
sounds like a
browser
great
open
plan.
and several tabs all lined up with each of the screens.
Gotcha. So you have a bunch of tabs open. If your Wi-Fi is stable, doing it live and just switching between tabs is usually the smoothest way. That way you don't have to stop and capture screenshots. Does
Right.
that work for you?
Yeah, and then what I need is for each screen that or tab that I'm going to share, I need some bullet points to review, so I have something to say without stuttering and stumbling like I do right now.
That makes sense. So for each tab, you want me to help you draft some bullet points to guide you through. To do that, do you perhaps want to tell me about what's on each screen, or maybe you could share your screen with me now?
I can share my screen with you right now. Share screen. Okay.
Perfect. I can see your screen now.
Which
Just
one do you
jump over.
see?
I see your home screen. Whenever you're ready, just jump into the first browser tab you want to talk about.
Um, I've got multiple windows
Uh,
open and I've got two monitors. So when you say you're looking at my screen, which one are you looking at?
I'm seeing what looks like a phone home screen with an AI tools folder. It sounds like you're
Oh,
sharing one monitor or device, but not both
yeah,
at
yeah. I'm looking at the computer, but you're actually on my phone. That makes sense. Let me uh, let me take care of that for you.
Ah, got it. Okay, now I see your phone's browser. Looks like you've opened a few tabs for Google search. Which one should we start with?
Uh, I'm trying to get this one to open.
I see you're tapping on a tab called GCI.
All right, here's where we start. This is the landing page for the GCI project. It's at the-GCIProject.com. And this is the landing page. And it's got this thing here where you can watch the introductory video. And if you click on it, it goes to YouTube.
In the book of Matthew, during the Olivet Discourse,
And plays this
Jesus
video.
described a specific set of conditions that would precede
Got
his
it.
return.
So
He
the
listed
first bullet
wars,
point for this page could be about the prominent Watch the GCI introduction button and how it directs to the YouTube video titled Measuring the End of the World. You could also mention the overlay prompt for first-time visitors. How does that sound for starting points?
Sounds good.
Great. And we can add more points about the description on the page if you want, like
Well-
the part about the Global Convergence Index tracking 8 simultaneous vectors of global instability.
Well,
Or we can
we'll
talk-
get to that. Let's just do the high level outline, and then we'll get into the details of each layer. So we're still on this front page. We got the introductory video. We'll make note that you can click this box right here, and next time you come to the screen, it won't show you that introductory video. You can also, once you've done that, you can click enter to enter the project, and it takes you to the rest of the landing page. Now, I'm just going to
Okay.
scroll through the landing
Focusing
page
on the-
for you.
Got it. The next bullet points could include that box for dismissing the intro, then moving on to the Enter the Project button. Once inside, you could talk about the Index Live section and show the different channels like war and conflict and seismic activity. Then there's the section called 3 Pillars, emphasizing 1, integrated intelligence. Does that capture the main highlights?
Yes, it does. And the 3 pillars are, you've got the index, which is the dashboard with all the gauges and stuff. Then you've got the brief, which is my blog commentary, if you will. And then you've got the session, which is where YouTube videos will live. Like this one, I'll publish it up on here in the session. So that's what the 3 are. So, and it kind of goes all through the description of what everything is. You got the dashboard, you've got the brief, you've got YouTube, you've got Spotify, and we're eventually going to add Substack in there as well. But anyway, that's what we got. I'm going to jump over to the GCI dashboard. Just keep taking notes of all of this, and we'll discuss it at the end.
Got it. So you've laid out the 3 pillars, the index, the brief, and the session, and pointed out how they integrate different aspects of the project descriptions, like the dashboard, blog, and videos, along with Spotify and Substack coming soon. I'll be ready when you switch to the dashboard.
All right, I'm on the dashboard. See it?
Yes, I can see the dashboard now. For this page, the
How much of it can you see? Just what's on the screen or the entire page?
I'm seeing what's currently displayed on your phone screen, which is the top of the dashboard. So I can see the Global Convergence Index header, the Master Convergence gauge showing 60, and then War Intelligence Panel gauges for war and conflict and rumors of war. I can't see the rest of the page unless you scroll down.
All right, I'm just going to keep scrolling through it. Just keep making notes. This is kind of
see
cool.
It is, isn't it? I'm seeing the Societal Stability Panel now, with gauges for civil unrest and ethnic conflict. Below that, it looks like seismic activity and weather, or NOAA. Then GDAX Global and disease activity. And at the very bottom, there's a section for food stress and economic VIX. There are also those navigation tabs like dashboard, analytics, and method at the bottom.
Yeah, we're gonna get to those in a minute. And just noticing the one that says disease activity. Notice how high it is, and we've got that. I don't know what it's called. I'm going to call it the Havana virus, but I forget what it's actually called. It was on that cruise ship.
I see that disease activity gauge is definitely up in the active range at 88. When you say Havana virus, are you thinking about something with a different name, like maybe the norovirus that causes stomach issues and travels really fast on cruise ships?
It's with a different name. There's a cruise ship that's quarantined right now. I don't know where, and it's got a virus, and the virus starts with an H. I just can't remember the name of it.
Oh, yes. I see some news about something called hantavirus.
That's it.
Apparently, there's been an outbreak on a cruise ship linked to that virus, which is usually spread by rodents. It seems to be making some people talk about human-to-human transmission, though that's pretty rare for this virus. Is that the one you were thinking of?
Bingo, that's it. So that's why the disease is pegged. That information that is pulling out through our Get Briefing Python script is pulling stuff out for that. Let's move on. Down here, you've got some links. So we're on the dashboard right there. The next one is called Analytics. Now, this is where it gets really cool. I'm going to turn my phone.
So because of that,
There.
I'm not quite sure what you mean by that message. Were you wanting to talk about something else? Maybe you could tell me a bit more about what you're trying to do.
We'll get there. Don't worry about it.
Okay, sounds like a plan. I'm ready when you want to talk about the cool parts of the analytics page. Just let me know what you're looking at and we can dive in.
All right. We are on. Why does this stupid screen up here like this? Get rid of that silly thing. I spun my phone around and then it gave me some stupid screen that dropped down and ruined everything.
No worries. It looks like you navigated back to the dashboard.
Yeah,
Shall
there
we
we
pick
go.
up where you left off, or
Yeah,
were
yeah.
you trying to show me the analytics page?
I'm going to show you the analytics page, but I'm just trying to get this stupid screen back in. Anyway, these just human error problems. That's what we're dealing with. So let's go to the analytics page. Now, you're familiar with this, right? You've got all these different types of or different queries we can do. We got these pre-structured 7-day, 30-day, 90-day, the 9/11 event, the COVID onset, or you can set your own dates and do the query. Let's just go with with what's this one, 30-day, and then hit the query button. And then it gives us all the data, charts it all. And you can't see it. I want to zoom in. I can zoom in and look at that. See how I'm zooming it in?
I can see the chart line zooming in. For this part of the presentation, you could focus on the flexibility of setting custom date ranges and the preset options like 7, 30, 90 days, or specific events. You could also highlight how the chart lines update instantly when you zoom in to focus on a particular period, like when you hovered to show data from April 16th. Does that capture the main features of this section?
Pretty much. I did want to say there should be
Yes.
a
Go
reset
ahead.
button here. I should be able to, I have a button where it should just reset everything in here, and I don't know where it went.
I see a reset zoom button right next to the query button. Is that the one you were looking for?
Oh,
or
there,
did you
that's
have a-
it. Yep, that's it. So that resets our gauge over here. Now what you can't see, unfortunately, is, well, maybe I'm trying to grab that, but that's not working. Damn it.
Glad you found it. It sounds like you might be trying to interact with something in a different way now.
Yeah,
there
well,
something you
there's
wanted
more
to do with the
information.
chart?
Oh, it's going to be down here. You've got the analytics. Now look at this. I can click all, and everything disappears, and then I can just bring them back in one at a time. If I just want to look at seismic activity alone, I can do that. If I want to compare two together, like look at the seismic activity and then see what the ping state looks like at the same time, then I can overlay it and say, well, I'm not showing any ping states. I can turn that one off, and I can look at ethnic tension and overlay the two. So you can have that kind of fun in testing. And I can turn them all back on, turn them all off right there. Just toggle them back and forth. Toggle them all off. Just put the master up there. There's your master trend line. And we'll just compare that to, let's see, I think this one is the pangs. And then we can compare to pang states. So anyway, that's the analytics page. Now we go to methodology. The methodology, and I'm going to spin the phone back. Methodology just tells you how we do everything, what this is and everything we do. This is really your deep dive description. And you get catching all of this?
Yes, I'm seeing the method page now, with descriptions about the strategic overview and technical mission. For bullet points here, you can highlight that the page provides the deep dive description of how the Global Convergence Index works, explaining the methodology behind the entire project. It details the system engineering specification and mentions the birth pains metaphor used to understand global stressors. How does that sound for summarizing this section?
Yep, sounds good to me. So that's the methodology section. We got a frequently asked questions section. And so what is the index? Where you hit the down arrow gives you the explanation. If I open the next one, it'll close that first one and open up the next one. So they all nest nicely together. So you can go all through the FAQs. Then you've got the bulletin. Now, let's take a closer look at this. This is, we do a daily briefing generation through a Python script, and it automatically publishes to this page every day at 5 a.m. or so. Takes a few minutes to finally get up there. But this is an analysis of the last 24 hours. It gives you all your references to, our source material, where we get it from, how we calculated those scores, and it goes down here, and it's got that's the information. Here's kind of a briefing part. Now we just go show transcripts, and then that entire thing is readable. Now what I do is I take the entire content of this page and I drop it in a notebook LM. And it then turns around and creates two documents for me, the briefing and the blog post and the briefing. And I'll show you those as we go through here. What else do we have? I'm not sure what validation. This is the validation page. We go through, well, just, take a look and read it for yourself. Don't need me to explain it.
Understood. I see the historical validation series on this page, asking if the index can detect 4 different crises. You could point out that it tests against events like the COVID-19 pandemic, the Ukraine war, the 2008 crash, and the Arab Spring, all to see if it produces distinct signatures for each one. That shows its ability to distinguish between different types of global stress. Ready to move on to the blog?
Yeah, let's hit the blog. Now what this does right now is takes you back to the main platform, the main landing page. So I'm going to change the wording on the link, because that's what I wanted to do, is send you back here. So let's do this. Enter the project. Now we'll go from the index, let's go to the brief. This is on briefing.waynesworldview.com, and the plan is to move everything off of waynesworldview.com and put it on the GCI project. We're going to migrate everything over there. So anyway, here we are. Get rid of that thing. It doesn't show well. It doesn't show well on the phone, unfortunately. But this is my blog. And here's the different articles. Now, this is one we did this morning. This is from the briefing. This isn't the essay. This is the essay, or the blog and the opinion piece. This is the straight data piece. And this is what we produced this morning through Notebook LM.
Got it. For the blog overview, you could highlight that it features different articles and crises assessments. You can mention that some are straightforward data pieces generated using Notebook LM, while others are more essay-style blog posts and opinion pieces, reflecting the latest Alpha 7 intelligence. Ready to look at how this connects to Notebook LM in more detail?
I can show you that. I'm going to go back.
Okay, I see you're scrolling.
Yeah, I want to show you the other one here. This is that one was the intelligence briefing. This one is the actual commentary on it. I remember listening to this report this morning. Because of the Straits of Hormuz shutdown, a lot of products aren't getting through, which includes dyes, color dyes. So manufacturers in Japan don't have color dyes for their packaging. So all the products are going to be wrapped in black and white. So I found that was interesting, how how one thing affects another. You know, the butterfly effect was just kind of weird.
That's a really fascinating example of how global conflicts can have such far-reaching ripple effects, even in places you might not expect. It really drives home the butterfly effect you mentioned. Ready to move on to the next point on your outline?
Yeah, you wanted to see. Okay, I think that's covered everything. No, no, no. We got to go to the YouTube channel. So let's go back to the top, and we'll click, click, click. We'll go to the session. See, there's several different ways to get menus. So here's the GCI Project YouTube page, and here's what I have published so far.
U.S. officials report that the war in Iran has already reached a $25 billion price tag. Simultaneously, Missouri is
I
reeling
see
from a
3 videos
hailstorm
on the channel.
that produced
The Convergence
4.75.
Delta, warning signs everywhere, and measuring the end of the world. You can mention that these videos give visual insights into the project's analysis. So that wraps up the overview of the website and YouTube channel. Is there anything else you'd like to discuss about it?
I don't think so. Well, what about you? What do you think? Anything I should add?
Well, it looks like you've covered the main bases on YouTube, but you could always brainstorm ideas for new videos. Maybe something short and punchy that grabs attention on shorts, or perhaps a behind-the-scenes look at how you pull the data together. We could get as creative as you'd like with video concepts.
Well, we're not really here right now to discuss video concepts. I'm here to give a presentation on the website and describe all its features. So I think we've got that wrapped up. Now, can you produce an outline for me of what we just went through?
Absolutely. We can start with an overview of the main dashboard, then break down the methods section with its 9 pillars and mathematical framework. After that, we can highlight the FAQs, the bulletin with its analysis, the validation series, the blog, and the video analysis on YouTube. Does that cover everything for your presentation?
I think so. I always need to see things in print because you may say something I don't catch or I don't really listen to you. So, yeah, go ahead and give me a printed version of all of this.
I understand wanting to have it in print. While I can't directly produce a document for you right now, you can always copy and paste the outline I just described into a Notes app or document on your phone, and then print from there. Would you like me to...
Continue.
Right, so would you like me to read that outline again for you so you can copy and paste it into a Notes app? Or is there something specific about that process I can help with?
Yes, since there's a transcript of everything you say, I think what I'd like you to do is just read through that so it captures in a transcript, because I'm not going to sit here and try to keep up typing with you talking. So just go ahead and just read out loud the current outline you've developed.
You've got it. Here are the main points for your presentation. Introduction to the GCI Project website and YouTube channel, overview of the main dashboard and real-time tracking, the methods section, including the 9 pillars and the mathematical model, the FAQ page and user resources, analysis and commentary from the brief, the historical validation series against past crises, blog posts, opinions, and street data analysis, and finally, video analysis and data visualizations on YouTube. That should give you a solid outline for your presentation. Anything else you need for it?
Not at this time. I think, let me see here. How long have we been on? Let's go to Meld. We've been recording for 25 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye, Jenny. I call you Jenny because you're Gemini. So goodbye, Jenny. Thanks for the help today, and we will see you later.
Ending session? Data migration in progress. Watchman out.